Hello and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile for John Lascelles' First Place Deskbots deck profile from the most recent Outs event. So I didn't have my camera with me at the time and there wasn't really time at the end, so I've got this, basically I've got it all set up on DevPro, so I can just take you through the deck and then give you some of the information about the deck afterwards. So obviously this is Deskbots, so it's actually a really interesting deck. It can actually fare reasonably well in the meta. Part of that is due to confusion because people never know what to hit against it, and part of that is due to the fact that it has access to a lot of some of the best monsters in the game, like Trishula, like Cyber Dragon Infinity. So let's just take it through now. So John was playing 2 copies of Despot 8, 1 7, 1 6, 3 copies of 5 for making Infinity in rank 5s, 3 copies of Despot 4, which is probably one of the most important ones because it just pushes massively. 3 copies of Despot 3, another one of the most important ones, 3 copies of Despot 2, 1 1, 3 copies of Giant Rat, 2 Maxi for the draw power because we're in a special summon meta, 2 Veilers. Veiler can really be a blowout at the moment, so it's actually really important, and it did really well for him as far as I can tell. Then he's playing a Kaiju engine, which means that he can go second because the deck sort of wants to go second anyway, in that it's a blowout deck. You try and kill everything at once. So he was playing 1 Dagoran, 1 Gadala, and 2 Gameciel. So Gameciel is obviously the one you give your opponent, and these 2 are the ones that you play yourself. 2 copies of Instant Fusion, gets into Norden for extra plays, and Panzer Dragon for making CDI. 3 Machine Dupe is massive pushes, Upstart for consistency, obviously the double Slumber for the board wipes, the double MST because the deck has to push pretty hard. And something really interesting that he was playing was Skill Prisoner, and this is actually really decent because this card doesn't target the opponent's monster, but it negates targeting effects, so you can use this against the cards like the Cosmo Ships, which can't be targeted themselves but do have targeting effects. It's really interesting the way that has an interaction with the game at the moment. So onto the extra deck, 1 Panzer Dragon, 1 Norden, 1 Despot Jet, I don't know if this ever came out, 1 Trishula, which I know he makes frequently, Stardust Spark, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, 1 Metaphys Horus, which is really good because of the Pendulum monsters in the deck. Nat Beast is very easy for the deck to make because it has so many Earth monsters, Chambara, Hope Harbinger, a CDI with a Nova to accompany it, obviously, Castel for the problems, Dweller because everything activates in Grave, and a Sky Cavalry Centauria, just because sometimes you end up with the 2/2s on board and you need to do something with them. Side deck is a mix of standard and interesting tech, so he's playing the 1/9 in the side. I don't know if it ever came in, we'll find that out in the comments, which we'll go through in just a little bit. He's playing 3 Lance, which is was very popular in previous metas. It's not so popular at the moment, but it means that his plays can go through much easier. Double Twin Twister is fairly standard, Triple Iron Wall standard, Rivalry because the deck can play it. Rivalry is an excellent floodgate, so if your deck can play it, you should probably be playing Rivalry. And then Double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror because there's a lot of dark stuff out at the moment. So let's just go through some of the comments that he made on it. So he noted that Slumber with Despot 4 is an instant rank 8, and Slumber with 4 and Instant Fusion is a rank 8, as well as Cyber Dragon Infinity. So you just establish really big boards with that, which is just quite impressive that you can do it with so few cards. He was only playing a 14 card side deck, that's just because he was an idiot and forgot to side the 15th card.
Screw up.
So he notes that Skill Prisoner stops Kurez and DD popping stuff before the battle phase because he needs his stuff to be around at the battle phase so he can boost up the attacks. 9 of his side deck was for versus BA and Cosmo. Oh, sorry, no, Despot 9 was sided for BA and Cosmo, and he's considering maining it, which is probably to do with the fact that at our meta, BA is normally fairly popular, although it wasn't last week. You notice the giant rat is absolute garbage, which it obviously is, but the deck has to play it because otherwise you brick a lot more. And as for his rounds, so round 1 he played against Cyframes, and he didn't really know how to play that one because he could never resolve 4, so he ended up losing that one because they have the effect negation, which then pops their own monster as well. Round 2 he played against Lightsworn and got lucky because the Lightsworn player bricked, and also Kaijus are really good outs to Minerva. Round 3 he went up against Infernoids, which is normally kind of bad, but he managed to OTK in game 1, going second, and in game 3 he set up a Cyber Dragon Infinity and a Harbinger, so Office Slumber, so he did really well with that. Round 4 he went up against Monarchs. He set up a turn 1 Nat Beast, which essentially wins the game, and game 2 his opponent bricked and got Bailored, so lost through that. Round 5 was a silly match against Magicians, which was against my Magicians. In games 1 and 2, both of us bricked, which was really terrible. So each one of us bricked for 1, and then the other one just essentially OTK'd. And in game 3, we both had really weird hands, and then got amazing top decks, and he just won that one. So that was actually really well done by him. So yeah, that's the first place Deskbots deck. If you're interested, just here's a quick rundown of all the cards. So congratulations to John for getting first place again. He's done this twice now with Deskbots, I believe, and he's managed to do it with Monarchs before as well, so you can see that up already. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, you can leave those in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and head over to the Zach Carnage channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! And random content. See you guys in the next one.
Yo.